Yo, what's going on, gang? We have a roadmap to launch, man, for BO6. It just came out, and this is actually going to break down a bunch of maps. So this was a big controversy during the beta. It says, for those curious about our map size variety at launch, the majority of Black Ops 6 Core V 6v6 maps are medium size, similar to Raid or Summit. So, let's see. Didn't mean to open that. Anyways, medium-sized map from beta was Scud. That was a medium-sized map. All the other maps were small, I believe. They show pictures of all the maps that are coming. They actually like went ahead and said, screw it, here's our maps. Like there's a whole list of maps down here. You can go through each and every one. Like Warhead, for instance. This is Nuketown buried, bro. This looks so sick. And I like that they show this. Or Payback. They talked like early release when they first were announcing the game. There was going to be like a HUD during the campaign of this like house in the mountains, which this specifies deep in the Bulgarian mountains. The Black Ops safe house, it literally says it. So this is going to be like from the campaign. It's like our home base as a multiplayer map. And it looks like, you know, you have a pretty nice lane on the right side, but there's going to be a lot of CQB in the house. Subsonic, I love the shape of this map, man. I think that is so cool. I like when they kind of make these like obscure smaller maps right here that just kind of have like more open space than not, you know, so you can kind of get work done. We got Vorkura. This is obviously a big map, you know. This is a medium map. This is large. This makes me think of the map like with this layout. I think it was called Radiation. Had like a big soul in the background. Solid looking map. We got Red Card. Excuse me, gang. Holy moly. This, I'm not a fan of this. The maps have these super wide open, long curved lanes like this because people play them super ratty. You know, we saw it in MW 2, you know, not last year's game, the year before, but anyways, saw it MW 2. They had that map that was like, it was called Border or something like that. It was like all the cars, whatever. Essentially the same kind of layout. Not a big fan of that. Lowtown looks crazy. It looks like there's more water on one side of the map than the other though, so it's kind of hard to, I guess like all your action's gonna really happen here. Through all of these maps, I'm kind of noticing that they have really good center contact points of action. Like obviously, you know, you're gonna get a ton of action in this area here. This is Patrol. This is, if you did the training course in the beta, this is that map. Which I thought it was a cool layout, man. It was super sick. So I'm glad to see that they're gonna be dropping these like more unique looking maps. And then we have Vault. Again, you know, you're gonna have a lot of battle in here, you know, playing the lanes. A lot of these maps look really nukable, man. Spawns, this is another thing they started to cover. Obviously spawns were a nightmare during beta, which I mean, as expected, you know, it's a Call of Duty beta. Spawns aren't going to be that dialed, obviously, with new map size coming in. So it looks like they're going to be going hard. It says now that we have 2 weeks worth of player data, we're already making big strides in dialing in our spawn logic, which is super cool. I like seeing that myself. Performance, our beta was immensely helpful in identifying and resolving some performance related issues. Over the course of the beta, we identified several areas that were impacting in-game performance. One of those I actually noticed day one was on Skyline. The glass inside the pool you would get stuck on, you would freeze up on that. Headshot damage, we're excited to see our new weapons in the hands of players throughout the beta and are grateful to have plenty of data and feedback to process as we look to balance updates for launch. A common piece of feedback we saw was that low headshot damage reduced the impact of skillful play and made it difficult to challenge certain power positions. We agree with these points and are working on adjustments. So I like that right here, the impact of skillful play, man. This is huge. Skillful play. This is what Call of Duty's been missing, and they said, you know what? Let's get some skillful play going on. Bullet penetration is another system that we will be improving for launch. In general, players should notice fewer extreme cases of bullets doing far too much damage. We love that, you know, through walls, of course. Of course, we continue to review data, improvements to fluidity of sniper ADS, improvement to fluidity when swapping weapons during sprint and attack sprint. We're excited about this one. Reduction of weapon motion during crouch transitions, small lift to shotguns and targeted adjustments. across all weapons to keep SMGs from overperforming relative to other classes. Obviously, the PDW was like the best SMG slash AR, so I'm sure that's kind of what they're referring to. We're blown away by all of your beta gameplay clips of Omni movement highlights, including some awesome action hero moments you were able to pull off. We are currently working to dial in some additional updates to improve fluidity and allow players to tune in their sprint behavior to their individual playstyle. Love to see that, man. It looks like they have a lot going on right now. That's exciting. You know, there's going to be a lot to come. We're going to dive into some subcategories of this through the week. And really look into like some gameplay I have saved from beta and see if we can kind of correlate like what they're saying they're going to do, how it was, and how hopefully it will be in less than a month, man. We're less than a month away as of today. So look, if you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, man. Hit sub, crush a like, catch you tomorrow for another heater. Let's get a game.